Anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it. You better gain weight. You better hit bullseye. The kid don't play. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves.
We don't need news today. We have news in the studio. How about that? Dan Herkert. Vanilla Ice coming into town just over an hour ago. We got the press release and so many folks already excited. How are you guys feeling ahead of this?
Well, we're feeling good to finally be announcing at least some of the season. We've got our anchor events, and we've got this great event we've announced this morning. The I Love the 90's tour is coming to Alton's Riverfront on August 4th at 8 p.m.
That's great, man. I'm telling you what, this is going to be a great show, and so many great acts coming in, Vanilla Ice headlining. How long did it take to get something like this together?
Well, we've actually looked at a similar show in the past and just haven't been able to make it work, but this has come together relatively quickly. It's a tour that's been out. It has a rotating cast of acts that are in it. This year, what we'll have here in Alton, it'll be headlined by Vanilla Ice, and it'll also have Rob Bass, All for One, and tag teams. So come out and enjoy a little nostalgia for the 90's on August 4th.
I'm telling you what, flip the visor upside down and have a good old time. This is great, man. And then, like you said, having those recurring events too, those annual ones at this point in time to kind of supplement the I Love the 90's concert's great. Now, I got to ask what everyone's thinking. Do you announce Vanilla Ice as Vanilla Ice and somewhat Queen?
No.
Okay. All right, I asked. Okay. No pressure. We're just under it. With that being said, that was good too. With that being said, man, tickets go on sale when?
Tickets go on sale at 10 a.m. this morning at metrotix.com. Right now, that's the where you can get the tickets. But very soon, we're going to be announcing a brick and mortar location here in town where you can pick up tickets like we've had in the past. We've got a local business that's come on board with us. We're thrilled to have them. We're just still working on setup, but we didn't want to hold up this announcement. We wanted to get these tickets on sale so people could start buying, and I can give you all the details on the tickets.
Let's do it.
VIP tickets will be $120, and as in years past, that'll include a VIP parking spot and access to the VIP tent as well as a guaranteed seat. Reserve tickets will be $79, and that'll be a guaranteed seat. And then general admission tickets on the lawn will be $37.50.
Oh, you can't beat that. I mean, you really can't.
Not for 4 acts in one night. And the doors that night will open at 6 p.m. There will be an opening act that's yet to be determined. That'll go on at 7. And then at 8 o'clock, we'll get to the main part of the show, the 4 acts and the I Love the 90's.
And no, I'm not going to go out and tap dance, okay? Okay, with that being said, is there a meet and greet option with this yet?
Thus far, no, there is not.
Okay, just so we can get that out there. But hell, for $120 to have that VIP tent, which if you haven't been a part of the VIP ticket package yet, you're missing out because you get some great folks in there, some great food, great people. And
you get your own private restrooms. You get your own private food, which is better than the general food that's sold. You have your own bar that you can go to, so you don't have to wait in line at the other concession stands. And there's always a great atmosphere there. Great seating to relax before the show, and then once the show starts, you've got your guaranteed seat right down in front.
You can't beat it. And I mean, really, with this, you lived in the 90's. I just happened to be born then. Is there an act in particular that you think's that's gonna perform really well here?
I think all of them will perform well. This kind of show with 4 acts. I mean, we've done a show similar to this before when we did Under the Sun back in 2014 that had 4 acts involved. You're hard pressed for this kind of ticket price. I mean, a general admission $37.50 to get 4 acts from big acts from the 90's.
Yeah, I mean, these aren't just the run-of-the-mill, the guys you hear on, 11 o'clock at night on the 90's station. These are front runners. And with that, I mean, your guys keep adding unique shows like this to where tickets are going to go quick. I mean, they really will.
We feel like the tickets will sell very well for this here in Alton. This tour in and of itself has done very well everywhere that it's been. I know they're doing some more dates in Vegas. They played there. And they've always sold well, and we think they'll sell well here. We haven't done quite a show of this genre for a little while. And keep in mind, we're still working on some other shows this year, but we wanted to get our dates that we have in place out but we're still working on some stuff for later in the year.
Stay tuned for that one. How about that? And I'm telling you what, man, I think this is fantastic, and really do mean that, because if you think about it, this ticks everybody's musical box, the show in itself, because there's a little bit of a genre for everybody.
There is. There's a nice taste of just about everything that happened in the 90s.
Right. This is awesome. And with that being said, I wanted to shout out Aventive real quick, too, because they do a lot of great work with you guys. Take us through your guys' partnership and how they help you guys achieve these goals you set.
Well, the Aventive is our promoters, more producer than promoter. We use those words interchangeably. They've been with us since the beginning of this in late 2013 into 2014. Over the winter, their contract was up. We went out again for bid. They won the bid, another 3-year contract. Working with them is seamless.
Yeah.
They run with things. They keep things off of our plate because, as we've said over and over, all of us on the commission are volunteers. So having them and their expertise alone, Sam Foxman, the president, has been doing this for, I don't want to say too many years and aging, but they couldn't be any better for what they do for us and how they handle things and just the professionalism that they have and they bring to the table.
Well, right on with that. And then just an observation for me, because I'm not in the thick of the events like you guys are and the work that you put in to get some of these going. I just get to watch and observe, and you guys act like just a big family. I mean, you guys really have a camaraderie with Aventive that works well and shows.
It really does. We've worked so well with them over the years and had such great success. And the detail that they put into putting on a good event when they run these events and organize these events is top notch. You couldn't beat it.
Without a doubt. Now, with that being said, we already previewed I Love the 90s a little bit. We'll flip back to that. But right now, a lot of recurring annual events that are coming back right off the bat, kicking it off strong with the 4th of July display. That's impeccable. You aren't going to top it.
The anchor events are the same as every year. We kick off with the fireworks on the Mississippi. And in my view, the best fireworks there is to be seen over the 4th of July holiday. We'll kick that off on July 3rd. It looks like, it's not 100% confirmed, but it looks like we'll have the Air Force Band again this year. They've been a big hit over the years. We really like them. You couldn't have a better act for your 4th of July or 3rd of July in our case, but we're looking forward to that. And then of course we'll go into I Love the 90s on August 4th, but then on August 26th, it's the big one. It's the one that's become our real anchor, the fan favorite, the Alton Food Truck Festival.
Oh my goodness.
And we'll have just as many. I think last year we had 21 trucks. We've always fluctuated between 17 and 24. So somewhere in that range, we'll have a lot of returning favorites and hopefully some new ones this year.
Absolutely. Now, I do want to point out there would have been 22 trucks if one didn't break down on the side.
And it actually broke down right in front of the amphitheater if it would have made it another couple hundred yards. But that happens every year. There's always a truck that something happens to their detriment because, like any year, last year we had a huge crowd and we had great weather. It wasn't miserably hot last year.
Well, and too, you're right, because I had the pleasure, and thank you guys so much for when we started this show to give us the opportunity to get out there and really get to meet some folks. And it had to have been it was warmer, but Boys to Men was hot.
Yes.
This food truck wasn't, and to see thousands of people.
Estimated probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 5,000
It had to have been, because you couldn't even walk at points in that day.
And we've had years where it's been miserably hot, and the crowds still come, but last year it was comfortable.
Yeah, and with that being said,
And last year the lines were 20 minutes deep.
You could have sold a fast pass.
Oh, yeah.
I might have to, pitch that to you guys and get some points. Anyway.
Take that up with Sauce Magazine, the organizer of the event, and we'll see what they think.
That sounds good to me. Well, with that being said, another event, man, that's really just taken off is this Jazz and Wine Fest that you guys do, which I think is the most enjoyable out of them all. And it's the setting, it's the atmosphere, it's bringing the tables on the stage. Take us through this. When's that happen?
That'll be September 2nd, Saturday again. And we think we've really hit on something. It took us a few years as we started. Like any event, you learn things each year. But now that we've come up with this bistro-style seating on the stage, you can't beat that for the price. It's like being in a jazz club. If you like jazz, you can't beat the event on our riverfront. It's one of my personal favorites because I'm a jazz fan.
Well, even if you aren't, the aesthetic of it. I mean, when that sun sets, you see the river and the moon hitting off of it, hearing some great music getting played, and then some great food to eat on that stage. chef's kiss. I mean, it's really fantastic.
Last year, we pretty much sold out the stage. We're already working this year to figure out how we can put more tables on the stage and cram some more people in there, because the demand for the table seats has been so good. And last year, we had a great walk-up that sat out in the lawn in the general admission seats.
You're right. And with that being said, I'm not going to put you on the spot and go who's playing where, who's playing here, but the youth performers out there are just fantastic.
It's absolutely our hope to have the kids back, the local kids that play. They've opened for us the last 2 years. They've been absolutely wonderful. And they're the up-and-comers. They're the people we need to support, because they're going to be taking the stage here someday as the headliner.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And now, on top of that, I mean, we can go on and on about Jazz and Wine Fest, but the big one, too, that I think it just really is the best, kind of dot on the period at the end of a sentence, if I could talk today, is the fact that, Alton Expo, to me, really showcases a lot of what's good in our community, with vendors, with, rides at the carnival, with games, great food. And then, of course, you guys out there with, all of your guys' help, and Alton Police Department helping organize and keep everybody safe. When is that coming up?
The Alton Expo this year will be September 7th through the 10th. Lure's Ideal Rides will be back with the carnival. We're working on entertainment. I don't want to say anything. Nothing's confirmed yet, but some of your returning favorites from past expos will be on site again.
I know of one.
We just don't have the contract signed yet, so I don't want to announce entertainment for anything that a contract isn't signed for.
Without a doubt.
But we're looking forward to the expo. We've got some ideas again this year to continue to expand it. We do have the Alton Catfish Classic. We're working with them to come back through and do their way in again this year. We're working with Sports Tap to talk about mud volleyball again. But there's some other things we've got in the hopper, because we want to keep making it bigger, and we want to keep having more activities. So keep on a lookout. As we get closer, we'll be announcing more associated with that.
Segueing it perfectly, how is this one of those events that's more fun to put on because you get to be a little bit more creative with, let's add this, or maybe let's bring this in?
In some respects, but the expo, and my experience having done it since we've been working on it since I think 2017 when we brought it back, or 2018. It's organized chaos.
Is it really?
It for lack of a better way to put it, for me, it's hell week.
Yep, without a doubt. Well, and too, you're right, because I mean, we all see the lights going on, but I think a good thing to highlight too is the fact that you guys are giving your time. You aren't getting paid to do this, to get out there for 15, 16 hours, especially during that week, and organize it, making sure everything.
I mean, my average on Expo week the previous years, and it won't be as much this year because I've handed some things off with the new job that I have, but my Expo week is usually at least an 80-hour week.
Without a doubt.
With just the Expo, not on top of my own job and my own life and everything else.
Right. And I'm not trying to bring up a talking point, or it's just great to highlight that you guys are volunteering your time to put this on.
And it's not just me, it's the entire commission. It's the city staff that puts in all the extra hours. I have to give a shout out to Lindsay Younger and Mike Haynes at the park department, and especially Tom Benz.
Yep, without a doubt.
If it wasn't for Tom Benz, we would get nothing done at the amphitheater. That man is our angel.
And Tom's Husky.
Yes.
Tom's Husky.
Kratos is the mascot of the amphitheater.
Without a doubt. And there's just so many great things. Now, do we get through all the anchor events, or is there one more?
Those are the anchor events. I'll go through them one more time. The fireworks on the Mississippi on July 3rd, the Alton Food Truck Festival on August 26th, the Alton Jazz and Wine Festival on September 2nd, and the Alton Expo on September 7th through the 10th. That's a 4-day event.
Without a doubt. And then, of course, let's circle back to the big one. I just think this is going to be a huge hit. To me, there's going to be a buzz behind this, because people are going to be able to reminisce a little bit about some of their past, experiences while they were having fun in the 90s. And for kids even, it seems like they listen to more 90s music than they do modern music.
What's old is new again.
I'm telling you what. And with that being said, there's maybe some things that develop throughout the summer that we got to keep our eyes out for. But overall, is there a specific event? I know that Jazz and Wine is a big one for you, that you're looking at this year going, all right, I'm the commission chair, but for an hour, just don't call me so I can at least sit down and watch this for a couple of minutes.
Usually for me, that's the food truck festival.
Is it really?
Because I tend to overdo it a little bit and become miserable by the end of that event, because I have to sample everything to make sure it's edible.
Well, I'm telling you guys what, let's break the fourth wall for a second. First time I went to food truck festival was last year. I missed the past couple ones, and you said, well, come out and bring the table and come out and meet some folks. I did. Hell, I spent $120 on food. I billed John, but It's good food.
Almost every truck sold out last year.
Did they really? That's a good problem to have.
That's an absolutely good problem to have, and that's what keeps the trucks coming back. They put our event on their calendar every year because we've shown that we can draw the crowds. Our best year, we were between 6,000 and 7,000 people down there. That was our best year.
Oh, man. And I'm telling you guys what, this is going to be a great summer. And to have this, commodity right here with, you guys is just a huge bonus. We don't have to drive 40 minutes to go to a show. We don't have to drive an hour to do things. You bring it here for us.
And we're bringing other people into our community and exposing them to our businesses and our everything that this community has to offer.
And I'm telling you what, especially when you bring in those acts, because I know that sometimes you have some local bands play in front of them. Hell, there's times I see guys out watching those young guys play before them just to see what they're bringing to the table, and that even helps.
Absolutely. And bringing these, especially the large acts, bringing them in. I mean, we see all the zip codes for where the tickets are bought for. I mean, we've sold tickets. I couldn't tell you how many states. You'd be shocked.
Is there one, because I've never asked you this, out of all the years that you've been here and done events and coordinated, is there one concert that you go, there is nothing going to top this one? I know I Love the 90s is going to be close.
I mean, two stand out to me. I mean, Nelly, of course, because of the crowd that we had. I mean, that was as packed a house as you could pretty much get at the Amphitheater.
4,500?
It wasn't quite that much, but I mean, that was one of the best shows, but the show that will always stand out to me is the Steve Miller Band, because in 10 days we were flooded. We had to move that show to the mall parking lot, and we pulled it off.
Just amazing. It's just amazing. And you have the pick, don't you?
I do have the pick that Steve Miller played the Joker with in Alton.
You wouldn't want to have any other song being played with that guitar pick. Come on. And now, with that being said, if people want to reach out, because I've actually had folks in passing since you've been on the first couple of times go, hey, if I want to reach out to volunteer my time or, help out with the commission, can they do that? Or can they reach out to you guys?
Absolutely. We're always looking for volunteers and different kinds of volunteers. We use for the ticketed events like a concert, we need people to volunteer to be ushers. And if you do that, you get to see a free show.
There you go. And will you make them turn their back to the performer?
No.
Okay.
We also use volunteer groups. They have to be 501c3s to help us serving beverages and concessions and clean up. There's various things that they can do. There's forms on the city's website. They can reach out to me. The easiest way is through my city email account, dherkert, Herkert, at cityofaltonil.com. They can reach out to Lindsay Younger in the Parks Department, give her a call. She can get them started in the right way, but we'll take volunteers anytime, because you have no idea until you go start to finish on an event down there how many hours go into it.
Without a doubt. And with that being said, I mean, we're going to be talking a couple of more times, I'm sure, throughout the summer as we get closer to the big show. And I mean, I'm really excited. I can tell you this, my parents, if they haven't yet, well, they will in about 40 minutes or so buy some VIP tickets to I Love the 90s. That's going to be a hell of a show, and we're going to beat you to those tickets because I'm not missing out on this one. And so with that, if you guys click on the press release that we shared this morning, they have hyperlinks that'll take you to some of those sites, and we'll connect you too if we need to help with that also.
Yeah, the Amphitheater website will be updated if it isn't already, and then MetroTix.com for all your ticket needs for I Love the 90s. It has all the information about the show, ticket prices, what's available, any information about the amphitheater and how that show is going to go that night. But I would say if you're going for the VIP experience, jump on it quick, because those always, for any show we've ever done, the VIP sells quickly. But I think this one's going to be particularly quick.
Oh, without a doubt. And with that being said, I'm not letting you off this easy. You're getting ready to start a whirlwind summer. As you guys,
well, before you go, and I know exactly where you're going, I'm gonna stop you because I'm an old radio guy with a little experience, so I'm not gonna let you get me off track just yet.
Okay.
I would be remiss if I did not thank my fellow commissioners, number one, all of whom put in hours upon hours, whether it's chasing down sponsors. I mean, we all have roles to do within the commission. We've divided it up. It's a divide and conquer. So number one, I have to give a shout out to the other commissioners. And number two, none of this would be possible without the sponsors, because the money comes from the sponsors. And anytime you're looking at wanting, everybody wants different kind of events at the amphitheater. There's a lot of things I would love to do, but it all takes money. And it's the generous sponsors. You'll see them on our website. You'll see them on the signage at the amphitheater. Go out and see these people, support our local businesses who support us, because without them, none of this over the past 9 or 10 years would have happened.
Here, here. I don't have anything to add on to that because you're right. And it shows their commitment to our community and your guys' commitment to really have a good team collaborated effort with businesses, volunteers, and putting on some great shows. All right. Now I got to ask you. Dan Herkert, in a couple of days, your hell summer starts because you are one of the part of the press team in the press box of the Alton River Dragons games. You're their scorer. How are you feeling about this team this year?
I'm looking forward to it. This will be year number 3 that I've been the official scorer for the team. I mean, last year, there is a way to top last year. Last year, Western Conference champions, and within 3 innings, 9 outs of being the Prospect League champions. So this year, let's go win a championship. I mean, Dallas March has done a heck of a job again. I mean, what he's built with that franchise is amazing. We got a new manager coming in. I'm excited to see what he brings to the table. Sounds like he's excited to be here from everything I've gathered, and they've built one heck of a roster. So starting the home opener next Friday.
Yeah. And Dallas, you hear that? Because I need another pennant underneath of that one that says Prospect League Champions. And maybe I'll have the official score sign it too. Who knows?
Nah,
I know.
No, nobody needs my.
No.
Although somebody last year did ask for my autograph.
Did they really?
Yep.
That's great stuff. And again, another organization that's all about the community.
Absolutely. I'm proud to just play a small part. For me, it's just like the Amphitheater. It's something I love to do. It's baseball. Probably my number one love is baseball, and getting to go out there for 29, 30 games a season and just watch baseball in the evenings. And let me tell you something, just like the Amphitheater, it's affordable family entertainment that you cannot beat. It's a gem in this city that people have supported, but if you haven't been out there, get your butts out to Gordon Moore Park, see all the improvements that have been made to Lloyd Hopkins Field, and see good baseball.
Without a doubt. You know what? That's how we're going to end this one. I'll see you all summer long at the Alton Amphitheater. I'll have the RiverBender van out there, a tent and a table, and my good looks. And then Dan Herkert.
I don't know. We may run you out of there.
Yeah, no kidding. At around 9:22 on this beautiful 26th day of May, it's a Friday in downtown Alton. We're taking a quick break. We're going to come back, talk about news for a little bit. Then we're going to talk about that sunset ceremony as we gear up to the Remembrance of Memorial Day with Richard Baird. We get the details on how we can be a part of it and remember those that gave the ultimate sacrifice.
That's a great event. I've attended it before. I encourage people to get out and do that.
Without a doubt. We'll take a quick break. Our daily show rolls on right after this in the heart of the Riverbend.